we're gonna practice some paramotor off-roading, which is kind of funny because I'm about to launch from a road. You see this road right here, it's probably a third or a half the width of my wing. So we're gonna pretend that there's some kind of circumstance that I need to take off from this road for some reason. Maybe I'm flying in the Icarus, maybe I'm doing some cross country and the gas station's right next to this only landing option. Who knows, your friend landed in a field and you wanted to go check on him. I'm gonna show you how to do it. We're gonna see what this Falcon and Pap are capable of. And there's even a little crosswind to make it even trickier, but we got a substantial wind, which will help with, I think, a reverse takeoff, so it might make it a little easier. I'm gonna get out there, fold the wingtips so that they're not touching like grass or there's some like stubby rice field type stuff out there that I don't want it to get snagged on. And we're gonna give this a shot and show you can take off from basically anywhere. Well, maybe not anywhere, but definitely a skinny road. So first thing first, we're gonna warm up all of the gear right here out of the way of traffic. So everyone can drive around. I see a truck coming. I'm not gonna be in their way. And then when it's time to actually go, I'm gonna be strapped in, motor's gonna be going. I'm gonna go set the wing up as quick as possible because this is a road. This is not an airfield or a field that you would normally take off of. So we owe it to cars to let them drive and D-bad. Don't be a dick. Okay, one last wind check. More down the road, probably 10 degrees off now, which is good. See traffic down there, looks okay. Okay, do one more line sweep now that it's kind of set out a little better. Taking a little more time than I guess I suggested, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled on the road. This is a really not busy area, which is great for this. So everything's looking good. I'm gonna clip in. Grab the brakes properly, throw the riser over, grab the A's individually if you want. I kind of have the wing into the wind, so it's not as nice as bringing it up here, but what I expect is this left side I'm facing should come up first. Due to the crosswind, we'll see. I'll probably give it a tug back towards the road and just control it with brakes. So here it goes. So it's still kind of swept. I accidentally forgot to hook up my microphone for this flight, so I'm having to do a voiceover for the parts of the flight that the motor is running. But basically I was saying the wing still kind of swept the edges of the grass and everything, even though I had folded the tips in. Make sure I land in the skinny part. Nice. Okay. Let's put this down somewhere nice. So if I move off to one side, it's gonna be hard because step down in the field really. Ooh, there's gross stuff in there. There, it's at least not crazily and nasty stuff like I am. I don't think that's full of water. We're good, that's not bad. I'm okay with that. And you could quickly move it if you needed to, so traffic doesn't run over it, or the wind will do it for you. Plain and simple. Get this out of the ditch. Wasn't too bad. Let's try this again, but I want to do it from a rosette and see if we can minimize how much it touches the side of the road, because who knows, you could have barriers, which actually that wouldn't be too bad as long as they're not like prickly and catch your wing or something. So let's do it from this position. Just make sure it's not gonna get caught in any of those lines. Same with this one. Now this is something you could obviously only do with given a right amount of winds. So there we go, make sure the A's are clear so I get a nice little pull, give it a nice hard tug, get that thing inflated. So I watched that one. What I was saying here before the power so rudely interrupted me was that I thought the tips didn't touch the grass side of the road as much as the first launch, as you see here. And I think you can attribute that to pulling it up really quick and that rosette as well. And like I said, you would only really be able to do this with a pretty good amount of wind. This launch site is possible with a forward, but you would need to lay it out in more of a normal fashion than in that rosette. Went a little crazy on the camera angles, I know. And this is as fast as it seems. I was flying downwind, so it was pretty fast. Just screwing around here and coming up on the next landing. The question is, if I fold these tips in, I can't really grab figures now. Let's lay it across the road and see what happens. Oops. Hard pull on my buzz will fold the tips in. We could potentially, and there you go, that keeps it from getting in the ditch. It's a little dramatic on the wing though, but depends on your scenario. That kept it off mud, sticks and twigs and stuff, but there you have it. Kind of fun little demonstration. What I was showing there is maybe your best bet for a forward launch, but you might still want to keep it all on the road. But you could probably set it out that way as long as you made sure there's nothing that your lines could snag on. What's up? And I made sure of that, because if you turn around and do a forward launch and you don't know and get it snagged, it's kind of worse if you're reverse and can actually check it like I could in that. Right now I'm just kind of screwing around, practicing energy management coming out of that turn straight into a landing. I always like playing around in the wind if possible. A good wind that keeps the wing up and you can do touch and goes and stuff like that. It's always fun. And this wind is not super laminar, but it's coming off of water and over some pretty flat rice fields, so it's not too bad. So I'm trying to make some fun out of it. But I should be coming in for another landing after those couple of turns right here. Just having some fun practicing. I try to do a lot of touch and goes and mess around and hone in my skills, but here I'm coming in for the last landing, and because I'm pretty much done showing the exercises, I'm gonna put my wing down in a nice spot rather than all the crusty, skinny parts of the road. I'm gonna just bring it to the big wide part behind my van and call it a day. No traffic. That'll do. Mistreat this poor Insta360 invisible stick. I just shove it into mud. Look at that. Poor guy. Really? I don't think I've ever not plugged up my mic for a flight. Looks like I got my work cut out for me. I'm gonna have to do a voiceover now, unfortunately, because I'm all packed up and I really don't feel like doing all that again. But I hope you enjoyed seeing the possibilities of paramotoring, and challenge yourself every day safely and you'll become a better pilot. I love to do stuff like this. It seems unnecessary, but it's always so much fun. I like cross countries and landing in weird locations, flying from Raleigh to Kitty Hawk, landing at gas stations, getting fuel. So this stuff kind of prepares me for that, even though it's few and far between. But I like this kind of stuff. I hope you all enjoy it, and welcome to the Paramotor Off-Road series. See you guys on the next one. Later.